gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Amber Morgan, that's her maiden name, was a kindergarten teacher and a new mother to a baby daughter born just 5 weeks ago. But Saturday morning, IMPD was called to this home in the 3000 block of Armory Lane, where they found Amber beaten beyond recognition, her throat slashed, and shot to death.
Wow. Beaten beyond recognition, her throat slashed, and shot to death. I mean, what type of monster does this to the woman that he loves? Like I said, this is what we're dealing with in the community. We all know the domestic violence rates are higher than any other demographic in the United States. And there's a reason, because we have a lot of unaddressed issues going on, and even overlooked and suppressed issues. But when we look at these cases as a whole, in their totality, in their full totality, and we really begin to be honest with ourselves, we need to see that, hey, it's time to take group accountability. The culture that has bred in the underbelly of the community is one that is going to lead us straight to hell. And that's the reality that we're faced with in 2024 and beyond.
Her husband, Robert Cooley, told police, according to a preliminary probable cause affidavit, quote, "I took my wife's life." Amber's mother is now faced with raising her granddaughter now that her own daughter is gone.
In the last 5 weeks, as a new mom, she'd call me almost every day and say, this is the greatest job I have on earth.
Robert Cooley will make his initial appearance in court Tuesday morning. On the Northwest Side, Russ McQuaid, CBS 4 News.
May in for Aaliyah. As Fox 59's Russ McQuaid shows us, the woman's family says she was trying to leave her husband.
Amber Morgan, that's her maiden name, was a kindergarten teacher and a new mother to a baby daughter born just 5 weeks ago. But Saturday morning, IMPD was called to this home in the 3000 block of Armory Lane, where they found Amber beaten beyond recognition, her throat slashed, and shot to death. Her husband, Robert Cooley, told police, according to a preliminary probable cause affidavit, quote, "I took my wife's life." Amber's mother is now faced with raising her granddaughter now that her own daughter is gone.
In the last 5 weeks, as a new mom, she'd call me almost every day and say, this is the greatest job I have on earth.
Robert Cooley will make his initial appearance in court Tuesday morning. On the Northwest Side, Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
The Marion County coroner has now identified the mother who was killed in that shooting while her infant was home with her. 26-year-old Amber Cooley died in that shooting that took place Saturday morning near 30th and White River Parkway. That's on the near northwest side of our city. Investigators are telling us tonight that they've arrested the baby's 25-year-old father for that shooting, believing the shooting actually started as a domestic disturbance.
This with I-Team 8 tonight and the disturbing murder of a kindergarten teacher. She had also become a mother recently when police say she had been killed by her husband. I-Team 8's Kat Sandoval is talking with her parents, sharing their heartbreak and what their message is tonight.
Just a few steps from where I'm standing is where they found 26-year-old Amber Morgan's body. She was brutally murdered, and we got a chance to speak to her parents.
This was a woman that they don't make them like that.
Corey Morgan described his daughter as a bright star who loved being a mother.
That Friday night, she went to Costco with her mother. And she took everything up 2 flights of stairs, having a 5-week-old baby.
That was the last time the parents saw her. Corey requested we call his daughter by her maiden name, Morgan.
Yes, and that is a very... I mean, the brutality of this murder by a man who was supposedly supposed to be a protector, a provider, a person who was supposed to be home for her. It's just insane. These guys, they're completely crashing out. No type of forethought, no type of discernment. It's just rage and anger and vitriol and straight abuse at the end of the day. And a lot of people are gonna take sides and you know, I hear a lot, oh, well, what did she do? What did she do? Nothing can warrant him doing something this devastating. Right? The lives affected, hers, her family's. It's just it's a horrible, horrible, unspeakable thing that this guy did. And just let this be a lesson learned for all those in domestic situations, that you really do have to remove yourself from them situations once it gets physically abusive. These super gremlins are demon time.
Her husband, Robert Cooley, confessed to the murder, telling officers, I did something bad. I need to go to jail. And then later, I took my wife's life. Police found Amber Saturday morning in her home. Police say her face was beaten so severely she was unrecognizable. She was shot in the head and her throat slit. Wow. Officers saw blood on Cooley's hands and clothing. Amber's parents say there were red flags with Cooley, but didn't think it would go this far.
He was verbally abusing her and what I would call starting to spiral out of control since a little shortly before the birth of the baby.
He threatened me. He tried to engage in a physical altercation with me.
Amber's mom tells us Amber asked for a petition for dissolution of marriage papers the night before she was killed.
We think that he tried to confront her, and she told him something he didn't want to hear.
Amber was a kindergarten teacher at Victory Prep. She taught there for a year.
She just cared for others deeply. She just had a history of connecting with anyone.
Her husband faces a preliminary murder charge and is in Marion County Jail without bond. The parents tell me they will be adopting Amber's 5-week-old baby named Audrey. I'm IT Mate's Kat Sandoval, Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.